What's up, G.I. Joe fans? How you guys doing today? M.I.B. Master coming back at you guys with another oldie but goodie. Pretty cool figure here, guys. Just wanted to do a quick review. I was moving some guys around in the collection room down here in our museum and found another oldie but goodie. Not too old. He's from the early 2000s, I believe 2003, 2004. And this is the G.I. Joe SWAT team grenade launcher. Let's get in close. Great head sculpt. SWAT unit had all types of infiltration type teams, TAC teams that could get to where they needed to go, when they needed to go. And I believe Hasbro and G.I. Joe put the SWAT team Grenader launcher together beautifully. This figure is done wonderfully. See, he's got his holster on, thigh holster, boots, camouflage. It's not the green camouflage, the black and white, gray camouflage for urban. You know, this is more of a urban tactical unit. Really cool body armor. The G.I. Joe SWAT 3 on there. This is the grenade launcher here. Super cool. It's got his pistol. Clip comes out, removable clip, gas mask. Here's the projectile. There's the grenades. So this weapon also shoots projectile, so it's spring loaded. How cool is that? How cool is that? And just get in even close. Collectors love those up close and personal shots. Excuse me for the glare there. This guy was wiped off a little bit and cleaned up there. I'm wising up, guys. I'm dusting these guys off before they get their screenshots. So this guy was kept under. I have about maybe 150 of my carded figures are kept under a tarp, in a sense, where they never really see the light of day. So I have this huge table in my collection room where I sit these guys, standing up, so to speak. And so he doesn't get too dusty. So I didn't have to do a lot of work on this guy to get him ready for his big screen debut. Let's turn him around. Let's look at the side here. Here's his there's his equipment list. Not a lot of accessories. Once again, this guy speaks for himself. Look at that. Just great poster. Just an awesome poster on this guy. And let's see, you can also look for the National Guard. That's another awesome figure. It's the National Guard. I was correct. That's 2003. I've had this figure for about 14 years, and bought him from a Toys R Us back in the day. And he's another. He's not super hard to find. So price point, collectability wise, playability wise, it's off the charts. Rarity, not too rare. He'll cost you a couple bucks though. I believe I paid $30 for this guy. You wouldn't do too bad if you paid $50 for this guy. Maybe 50 or 60. It depends. A old collector told me this years ago. These collectibles are only worth what someone is willing to pay for them. And that's the truth. They're only worth what somebody's willing to pay for these guys. Because essentially what we drive the market as collectors, and I said that in a couple other reviews, and that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, we drive the market. It's just that simple. Being a collector, knowing what you want, you know, it's essentially I'm trying to get every angle of this guy, just in case some of you guys are still looking for this guy, or just want to see him a little more, more up close and personal. But we drive the market. And if you don't believe that, try to sell a G.I. Joe right now on eBay and see how long it takes. That's an excellent point. Try to sell a G.I. Joe. And, I've heard fellow collectors say they try to sell G.I. Joes. We'll turn them back around again. Get you another shot there of the back. I've heard fellow G.I. Joes say, hey, you know what, I thought this particular Joe was going to be X amount of dollars, and I didn't get nowhere near the asking price. And that's just the way it is. It depends. Yes, the rarer the figure, the better. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get what you're asking for, And that's just the truth. I mean, if I knew somebody was looking for this guy and wanted him bad enough, if I had a duplicate, a fellow collector, I probably would give it to him for nothing. I'm a collector, so I mean, we're trying to take this to a whole new level of collecting. Get him right here, last close up. So that's just me being a collector. But once again, guys, thanks for the love and support. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And as always, God bless and keep collecting.